Arg. Hey, everybody. This live is kind of threefold. One, at least before this happened, I was getting a lot of people just asking what the town was like. So, as I'm taking my dog for a walk, I thought I would hop onto live and address a few issues and just let people see the Tumbler Ridge that I know. Um, so, right now, I'm facing one of the ridges that Tumbler Ridge is named after. Um, oh no, I'll turn around later and show you the real ridge. But everybody calls this ridge right in front of me Tumbler Ridge. So this is. I live basically right on the edge of town. I've kind of walked around the corner from my house, but just through this park is my place, and then across from that, it crosses this. This is a crescent. It crosses the crescent again, and then you're into the bushes right away. So, um, one block down from here is where the family was found, just on Fellers. And now I'm just going to be walking down to downtown. But for those people who are from Tumbler Ridge, this is actually a video for you too. I'm putting on a couple different hats. This is not me as reporter. This is me as well. Let's start off with me as the board member for the Tumbler Ridge Youth Services Society. Dawn, I've mentioned elsewhere that our coordinator, Dawn, was really sick over the last week and she had to go to the hospital for a few days. She is feeling better, and she's going to be opening up the teen center for at least a couple hours today, probably starting at 3. So if you have any teens that want to go to the teen center, know that it will be open today starting at 3, probably for a couple hours, but we'll see. This is what passes for a main road in Tumbler Ridge. And that was a traffic jam there that we just saw. There were 2 cars. Oh, we have somebody following me with dogs, and they're barking at my dog, and my dog's going to start barking at their dog. But that's Tumbler Ridge Elementary School over there. I'm just waiting for this car. He'll stop for me. Thank you. So. Yeah, and also there's a couple houses around here that have dogs too, and expect my dog to start barking at them. Sorry about the diesel. Yeah, so anyways, Tumbler Ridge Teen Center will be open today, starting at 3, probably for a couple hours, but you know, if Dawn suddenly has 100 people down there, she might leave it open, depending on how she's feeling. So, hat number 2, there's not the churches are, as far as I know, I don't think the Pentecostal church is doing anything quote unquote special for tomorrow, but you know that the churches in town are going to be focused on this. Gerald spoke last night. Gerald's the pastor over at the Pentecostal church. Here's my dog going crazy about the other dogs barking at him. Anyways, Gerald spoke yesterday at the vigil. He's the pastor up at the Pentecostal church. It's one of a handful of churches in town that will be meeting. The other one I know is going to be the Baptist church. I know that because I go there and I'm on the worship team. And so just before this, we were practicing songs for tomorrow. Um, Pastor George Rowe, who is the pastor at the Baptist Church, unfortunately, he had a trip scheduled with his family out of town, and so he's not in town. So we're going to have Pastor Bill Evans coming in from Chetwynd. I haven't talked to him about what he's going to talk to about, but again, I can only assume that it's going to touch on the tragedy. So, let's see. Is there anything else to talk about? In my head, I had it that I was going to be doing a Todd Maffin style walk and talk. But Todd has been broadcasting for 35 years, and I've been broadcasting for about, 3 or 4 days. So it's not the same. Just a reminder to community members, the community center is open. Somebody told me that the counselors were there from 7 to 11, but I was talking to them last night, and they are there from 8 to 10. So we're just kind of going down to speak to one of them. When I was there last night, I bumped into Miguel, who used to be the counselor here in Tumbler Ridge and has now kind of moved on. But when he heard that this had happened, he was one of the people to volunteer to come here. Okay, I'm gonna get to my second part of my Tumbler Ridge story in a second. But I think he said he was leaving today at 1, and it is. People are sending me messages. I can't see the time. That is in 8 minutes. All right. So I mentioned that the ridge, kind of that you can see there between the houses, some people call Tumbler Ridge. Most people call the mountain behind me, that's Mount Babcock. They call that Tumbler Ridge. You can't really see it from here with this lens, but the mountain has, right near the top, it has a scar of rocks that are sedimentary rocks, and they keep kind of falling down. So when the early explorers were coming through this area, the first person who came through named that mountain. Actually, it just kind of keeps going and going and going around the corner towards Chetwynd, and they named that Tumbling Ridge. So the name Tumbler Ridge comes from Tumbling Ridge. There you go. Just got a car coming up behind me. So you can tell if you're watching that it's a really nice day out today. The sun is shining, and it's not too windy. It's still cold enough that the water that melted yesterday is still frozen on the side of the road, on where it's in the shadow. Over here, you can see that it's melting. So we've had a really warm January and now February. December had record-breaking snowfall in Tumbler Ridge, the most snow we've ever had in December. But as soon as it hit January, the weather kind of turned. And in fact, I think it was January 11th, 12th, 13th were the warmest days on record for this part of the world for that time in January. Right about the time that people on the east coast of the United States were going, what happened to global warming? We were being warmed out. Hey-oh. So I know I'm actually live streaming. So if you want to be in the live stream, you can hang out and talk with me, or you can hang out behind me. Oh, my dog is deciding to go pee on the side of the road. Anyways, thank you. All right. This is so for those people who don't know, Tumbler Ridge was designed on the principle of crime prevention through environmental designs. All the roads kind of loop around. When I cross that main road, this entire area that I just passed, all the roads kind of lead to that main road, and that's the only way in or out. So if there is an emergency, they can block off the two ends of the roads, and they've got that entire area cordoned off. And kind of there's certain other areas that are designed like that too. So you can, that's the biggest section, but it kind of goes down to smaller and smaller and smaller. This is a bear walk because while they are trying to design the town so that people couldn't drive and get away, they did create these. Like I say, these are called bear walks. They're just walking paths to get from one section of the town to the other. In order to get from right there where I was at, where that house is, downtown to drive, you have to kind of drive all the way back to that main road over to the one of our main arterials and then continue down. So, but this is downtown Tumbler Ridge. Right in front of us is the fire hall with the flag still at half mast. This too is like, you'll see that this is a 4-lane road. One of the main roads into the downtown core. And, there's a couple cars over there, one car over there. A bunch of cars coming here, actually. This is surprisingly busy. But this is the way down Tumbler Ridge moves. It's a slow town, in the sense of there's not a lot of traffic, there's not a lot of people. Right past the fire hall is our police station. Flag's also a half mast, and then town hall. So, oh, darn it. So my dog has decided just to improve the situation and has decided he's going to poop on the fire hall front lawn. I am out of bags since he does that every once in a while. Be forewarned, there's another dog coming here, and he's probably going to start barking, and the other dog might start barking, and he's going to start yanking on me. So, but I'm just going to go pick up a bag to pick up his poop. Yeah, no, I know. All right. Hi. Excuse me. Hey, dog. Winston, sit. Yeah, I know. Hey. Pay attention to me. What are you supposed to do? Thank you. There's like 50 people watching you. And they want to see what a good boy you are. Yes. I'll grab 2 bags just in case he decides to do it again. Hey, excuse me. Sit. Oh. There we go. Okay. All right. That was our dog issue. Interesting. This is police doing something policey. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to ask him because he doesn't have the ability to comment in public on active investigations. He's not a local, just in case you were wondering. The I talked to one of the RCMP last night, and they said that there was 50 RCMP who are still in town. So you probably don't care to watch me pick up dog poop, so I'm going to point this at the sky. And do that. Awesome. I have some dog poop. Yay. All right. So, as I was saying last time I was going down here, there's Town Hall where the vigil was held last night. I don't know how many people were here. I don't think I've seen a head count yet, but there were a lot. I saw a lot of people who haven't been around for a while, came back to town to mourn with us, to show support. I'm going to cross the road here. Over there is a bunch of media people filming Town Hall. See if it does anything exciting. Maybe stands up and walks off, I guess. Not sure. Actually, they probably have somebody in front of it or doing a headshot. So this is basically the downtown core. There's one other block over there. There's a bank right across on the other side of the road. This is our local Chinese food restaurant. But this is what passes for most of the downtown core. We got a subway a few years back, actually maybe close to a decade. And it's kind of like the big, it's the closest thing we have to fast food in town, right? Everything else there, like Rock and Rob's, Dollar Store, and the weed shop, the Tumbler Ridge Dental. Oh, Century 1021. They're bigger than Tumbler Ridge. Tumbler Ridge Pharmacy is right there. Here's Fresh Mart, which is where the mayor owns. Billy Graham has come into town, or the Billy Graham van has come into town, or bus. They're here. I was a little worried. Franklin Graham has sometimes had a bit of a reputation for speaking out against trans people, but it looks like they're just here to talk to people, to pray with people, to again show as much support as they can, and so I will honor that. This building right here has, if you're looking to eat, it has some of the best food in town. There's a candy shop right there, and then next to it is North Star. It's not really a restaurant. They were doing, hang on a second. I'm just tossing garbage. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I had a husky, but he passed away. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just live streaming sort of for people to see what people are going. That's fine. I mean, if you had anything you wanted to share, I'm just sort of, which hike? Oh, okay. I have been mostly avoiding Facebook, but apparently there was a group hike that was arranged. So, and it was wonderful, says Jaren slash whatever her real name is that I never remember. It's a secret. So there's the rest of downtown over there. More people filming more stuff. Right here, I'm going to cross the street. So I can see better, but that's this Tumbler Ridge Place. It's the only two-story building in town. The local mine has offices upstairs, and downstairs there's like a post office and a bistro, and a lot of space open actually right now. But also ICBC has some space there. All right. So you remember when I was over there and I said that was the police station? So this right here is the health center. It's not a hospital. It's not usually open on weekends and evening. They have extended their hours. Oh, and I got the press release saying they've extended their hours, but I didn't look to see what the hours were extended to by. I will post that up on Facebook as soon as I see that, although it's probably out there. Here's the tree where the first memorial was held. And yesterday, Prime Minister Mark Carney came here and laid a bouquet along with Pierre Poilievre and some other people. All right, so this is the medical center, as I was talking about. That right there, that's the high school. I can't get close because they still have it taped off. And technically, what we're seeing right now is actually there wasn't enough students to keep the high school open. So the top, this side of the top half of the building has actually been turned into the local college. Northern Lights runs campuses, Dawson Creek, Fort St. John, even up to Athlone. And they have a campus here. But then the other side is the actual high school. So it's not a big place. Oh, there's our visitor center down at the end of the street. I can't really see it from this angle, but if you do come here to visit, stop in and say hi. And then, of course, here's the community center just on the other side of the tree. This is currently closed to media and open to residents. So I'm just coming down here as a resident. I'm going to put the camera away. I just wanted to kind of show people what the town was like. For those of you who missed the first 10 minutes, the big story, if it is a big story, is just that the teen center is going to be open probably in about 2 hours. For about 2 hours, but it'll depend on how many people show up and how the coordinator is feeling. So, here, I'm just gonna get this. Oh, yeah, I wasn't even thinking, but Monday is family day. And how's that going to go over? I mean, it looks like they're still running programming, but man. All right, I will let you go now. Thanks everybody for watching and putting up with my rambling ness, both as a walker and as a talker. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.